Good morning, second graders. We are here with our Monday reading video, and I'm kind of excited because we're learning about tornadoes.
Ooh, pretty cool.
Yes, I love inclement weather, crazy storms and stuff. It's exciting.
If you're
Isn't
safe
it?
inside your house.
I love
and
reading about it or
reading
watching
about
videos
it.
from nice,
Okay.
calm bedrooms and classrooms and
Mhm.
whatnot. Yes. So let's take a look at our essential question. How does weather affect us? And that can affect us in many different ways. We're going to learn about one extreme weather caused by tornadoes. And our genre this week is expository text. And we remember from our past weeks that expository is nonfiction. It's real things. And when we're reading about it, we're often going to see captions on our pictures that tell us what's happening and give us a little more insight into the story. So we're just going to jump right in, and I'm going to start reading on this side because I'm over here.
All right, sounds good.
What is a tornado? The sky is dark far away. Something moves down from the clouds. It spins across the land. It sounds like a very loud train. A tornado is coming. Whoo!
Scary.
A tornado is a spinning cloud. It is shaped like a funnel. Its winds can reach 300 miles per hour.
Whoa.
Whew! That is faster than a race car. The spinning air pulls things up. It can toss a car in the air. It can even destroy or ruin a house. A tornado can be dangerous. It can cause harm to people and places. And our caption says, when a funnel cloud reaches the ground, it becomes a tornado. So if it's still in the sky and it hasn't touched down on the ground yet, it's not a tornado. Once it touches the ground, watch out.
All right, let's get a little bit more information. How does a tornado form? A tornado is a kind of weather. Weather is the condition of the air. Most tornadoes begin as a kind of weather called a thunderstorm. Thunderstorms are harsh rainstorms with thunder and lightning. These rough storms have high winds and heavy rain. When high winds spin and touch the ground, a tornado is born. Most tornadoes do not stay on the ground for long. When they do, they can cause a lot of damage or harm. A tornado is a big event.
Where do most tornadoes happen? More tornadoes happen in the United States than anywhere in the world. Wow. Most of them form in the middle part of our country. Scientists think this might be because of warm, wet air from the Gulf of Mexico that crashes with the cool, dry air from Canada. This area is known as Tornado Alley. And we're lucky because we don't live in the middle of the United States. We live on the Pacific coast, so we never get tornadoes. Tornadoes can destroy trees, houses, and property.
All right. How do tornadoes affect people? Ooh, there's that word affect again, that we're going to see that in our paper in a little bit. So keep an eye on this word here. How do tornadoes affect people? Tornadoes affect people in towns in many ways. Weak tornadoes break branches from trees or damage signs. Strong tornadoes can destroy buildings. People who live in areas where there are many tornadoes always think about the weather. They listen to the radio and watch the news reports on television. Schools provide tornado drills so children can practice being safe in the event of a tornado. Teams of people work together to repair the damage caused by a tornado. And it looks like that's what people are doing here in our photo.
How can you stay safe? There are ways to prevent or stop harm during a tornado. News reports use the words tornado warning to give notice that a tornado has been seen. Following safety rules can help everyone stay safe during a tornado. And let's look at the ways that you can stay safe. Number one, listen to the weather reports. That way you know if one is coming. Number two, find shelter in a basement or room without windows, because that tornado can break those windows and cause a lot of harm. Number three, stay away from windows. Number four, listen to directions from a parent or a teacher. So, very serious if you ever go to the middle of the United States during tornado season.
Yeah.
To listen to the radio, stay away from windows, and try to get underground if you can.
Yep, absolutely. In fact, a lot of homes that are built where they say tornado alley in the middle of the country, those homes are built knowing that tornadoes happen there often, and so those homes have a basement or a little area where you would go to protect yourself from a tornado, which is pretty cool. Definitely good information if you're ever there.
That was an interesting story. Like, I feel like I was really informed of a lot when I read that.
You know what? I feel like I was informed too.
Yeah. I was kind of entertained, but I don't think that was the purpose.
No. It's almost like the author was giving us information.
Yeah.
Like wanted us to learn something.
Its purpose.
Huh. Weird. Let's maybe take a look at our worksheet.
All right. I love how this always takes like a minute to happen. Oh!
What?
And it's not here yet, so
I mean,
I'm just going to entertain you for a minute while Miss Marquardt tries to figure out why this isn't coming up on the screen.
I'm going to say maybe we had a tornado come through the
tornado
classroom.
came through and unplugged the cord that was supposed to help us with
It didn't mention that in the video, but it can also unplug cords and cause our videos not to work correctly on a Monday.
Oh, and look at that. Here we go.
But
way to go. Problem solved.
All right.
You looked at that safety checklist, didn't you?
You sure did.
All right, our essential question this week is, how does weather affect us? And as always on our Monday videos, you can relate it to the story, or you can talk about different weather entirely. We don't get tornadoes here, but we do get rainstorms. We do get lightning storms sometimes. We don't get snow in Morgan Hill, but there are parts of California that do get snow.
Earthquakes.
We do get earthquakes, yes. That's one, benefit to living here is that we don't get tornadoes, but you know what people don't get who live in tornado places? They don't get earthquakes usually. So you gotta, take one or the other.
Yeah.
So we unfortunately deal with earthquakes, so maybe if you wanted to write about how that affects us in California, we deal with earthquakes, and what do you do? We don't have tornado drills at Paradise Valley, but we do have earthquake drills.
We do.
We have them every year. We teach the kids to get under their desks so their heads are safe if anything falls on them, to go outside once it's safe and clear, and just like the students who live in a tornado affected area would do for their drills. So you can talk about any kind of weather that you want, whether it be rainstorms or snowstorms or like she said, earthquakes, whatever you want, and how that affects us. And then you're going to get down to your next question of, how do tornadoes affect us, which is what our story talked about. So trying to remember damage that can be caused by a tornado, what are some safety measures that you could take during a tornado to help prevent damage or harm to yourself. And then maybe Miss Marquardt can tell us what we're going to do at the bottom of the page.
All right, so at the bottom it's time to draw a picture, and today you're going to be drawing a picture of a way that you can stay safe during a tornado. And if you forgot some of the ways that you can stay safe, you can actually go back in the video, because Mrs. Grant listed a few different things that you could do, and you could easily draw a picture of that here. I know that when I visited some of the states that are in Tornado Alley, I actually was there during a tornado.
Wow.
I didn't get to see it with my own eyes, but it was on the news and it was on the radio, and we immediately had to go into the basement. And we had to stay in the basement for a couple hours until everything was clear and safe. So I might draw a picture of myself visiting some of my family, and we're downstairs in the basement staying safe. Nice. So you could do something like that, or maybe you want to look back in the video and find something else to write about or draw.
Awesome. So that's it for today's reading video. Hope you learned a lot about tornadoes.